him and himself
and everybody around, 'cause he ain't got nobody to listen
listen
to.
There you go.
I'm blue.
What
What
happened to Eiffel 65, man?
I don't know.
The
Good
90s.
question.
The 2000 did. Year 2000
Yeah.
did.
I
That
can't think of
song had
another
lyrics?
song. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
Did you not just hear those
Best song
straight
from
lyrics?
Eiffel 65. Go.
Blue. That's the only
Yeah,
one I
that's
know.
the only one.
Oh, yeah, you do. PlayStation. PlayStatio. And they did an entire song about the PlayStation.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look that up after this.
Yeah, they did an entire
And-
song where they just sung about the PlayStation.
Eiffel 65 is?
He's still touring.
He's one guy.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's
Yeah.
It's a group that made
it's
the Blue
65
song.
guys.
65
that
guys.
live in the
It's a
Eiffel
choir.
Tower.
He's a part of the Blue Man Group.
Yeah, so good for him. Hi, everybody. Welcome out to the Triad Podcast number 93. This episode is brought to you by our friends at Blue Apron. Haven't heard from them in a while. I'm blue. That's good. We'll be talking about them in just a little bit. Lots to talk about this week as, man, oh, man. Bolin, you promised me an action-packed show.
Oh,
Oh,
man. You want to just
man.
get right into it?
I know where this one's going.
Yeah, I listen, straight up, I'm going to tell you why Star Wars The Force Awakens is a top 10 movie ever.
You mean The
Or,
Last
or
Jedi?
whatever it is.
The Last Jedi.
Yep.
I'm going to tell you why Star Wars The Last Jedi is a top 10 movie ever.
Great.
Okay. And I'm going to agree with you probably. And
Okay.
then Parker and Grayson will probably burn the entire place down.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
I will. I got my matches.
Okay.
Anyway, so Grayson's battery died, right? And so we
In his car.
in his
Yes.
car, not in his soul.
Or his
okay?
heart, yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, I've replaced batteries before. Like I've cleaned, like batteries. I've washed the acid off. I've done. If I know anything about a car, it's how to change a battery. Okay. So Grayson's battery's dead, and I'm like, okay, I'll come jump it and see if it works, right? So I go over to his apartment, and I do the jumper cables, and then this guy walks over.
Is he looking for crack?
No.
How old's the guy?
He's
White
like
dude,
50,
55.
probably.
All right.
Yeah.
Why can't it just be a dude?
huh?
Why you gotta say white dude?
Well, I was
Like, he's just a dude,
Like
right?
I'm describing. you
yeah,
know.
thank you.
Sean.
I mean, it could be guy in blue shirt.
Okay. It's a white dude.
I'm blue.
Yeah.
White hair.
Like,
Probably 6'1", 6'2".
yeah.
And he's got this bag of trash in his hand, and he just comes up and he's like, "What you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm jumping this battery." He goes, "Do you not know anything about automobiles?" He was like really pissed, like
Yeah.
instantly. You could tell instantly. He was like,
Like, he says that to Sean. I was like, nah, man, we're just fixing my battery real quick. That's it. He's like, I see you got an interstate battery in there. It's like, yeah, interstate battery. How long you had that for? I was like, I don't know, maybe a year. I got it the last time I went and got my car checked out. He's like, don't lie to me. It's like, what the fuck? I'm not lying to you.
"No," but it was really like that.
Yeah,
It was like,
like-
"Don't lie to me."
Yeah, he was like, don't lie to me.
He was
I
like contentious about it?
yeah, like he
Really?
was like very, very aggro about the whole thing.
Is he a
Wow.
mechanic?
So I was like, I don't know how old it is.
So where's his body now? That's the question, Grayson.
Okay.
Where did you take him? Where did
Okay.
you bury him?
Anyways,
So go ahead.
so
Continue.
he's like, "Okay, here's what we need to do." And I'm like, "We're just jumping it. We don't need your help, thanks." And
Did
he's
you
like-
say? Now, did you respond like that?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, of
'Cause
course
he
we
was
did.
already being
After
an
he
asshole. I
he
understand.
flat out whenever he said don't lie to me, like he said it to where he was pissed
Yeah.
whenever
Yeah.
I said it.
It's like, yeah. At that point, you don't have to have.
Like-
nice
I'm sorry.
as much.
I would say, I'm sorry. Who the fuck are you? And why
Well,
should I? Why
just
do I?
just wait.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
And so it's like, okay, he's confrontational, and it's like I don't want him. I don't want him here. He's gonna ruin my fucking day. I
Yeah.
don't want him to be around me. I want him to fuck off. So it's like, it's okay. We're just jumping the battery. We don't need your help. Like, just go away. Like, that's what I was conveying in the way I said it. And Grayson's just looking at me like this.
That's I've been in this situation. I know what's about to happen, and it's about to get rocky
Okay.
quick.
Okay, so save that. Save the obvious part. That's the best part for the very end.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Where's his body?
Okay, so
We'll get there.
he's like, okay, do you have a dime or something? Because we need to get the caps. Grayson's battery has a water system in it.
Yeah.
To where the battery uses, I guess, like some kind of hydro system. To
Hydro-cooling.
Yeah, hydro-cooling or some shit to charge
Pretty
the
much.
battery.
I don't know. That's
My
cool.
battery, I have not realized this. I've never had to fill water in a battery in a long time, or ever. And so I'm like, okay. And so he's like, do you have a screwdriver or something like that? And I'm like, no, I don't have one on me. And you can tell he's like old man, like, oh
He's inserting himself into this.
Yeah.
You know how your dad can
situation.
fix everything,
Mm-hmm.
but he would never try to make someone feel insignificant for
Yeah.
not having a full toolkit on him.
Well, you know.
Oh, would he?
Yeah.
think-
It's more not like. It's kind of like. You should probably have this.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
would
of
say
course.
he would have a better tone about it. Like
Yeah,
he
yeah,
wouldn't
yeah.
be so
But
aggressive.
this guy was instantly like doing like this emasculating,
Sure.
like
Sure.
like
know how to fix cars.
Yeah.
I'm 50 years old. I'm
Yeah.
so masculine. I always have a toolkit
So
on
he
me.
drops the trash bag and it's just full of car
Oh
batteries.
no!
Okay.
He hands the trash bag to me.
Did you take
He
it?
says,
I
Take
put it
this.
on the ground. I was like,
oh, okay.
I just dropped it. I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
Hey, so he's like, do you have a coin, a dime, anything that you can use to get this cap off? And I'm like, yeah, I'll grab a dime. And I'm saying it like this because
Uh-huh.
I'm just like, fuck you.
Why didn't you
Yeah.
just say like, Mister? We honestly don't need your help. Thank
just-
you.
Straight
just
up.
Hold on.
Oi,
Straight up.
mister, we don't need you.
Straight up, like I am already trying to avoid a violent
Yeah.
altercation.
Yeah.
Like
You're gonna kick this guy's ass. Like
Yeah.
you're thinking he's gonna kick your ass, or you're gonna kick
No,
his
no, no.
ass?
We're
Bas-
thinking he's going to try to kick our ass.
Over a car battery?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
well,
Because
it's-
I cannot say like when we say how he was talking to us, that is authentically how he was talking
Yeah,
to
like
us.
there is no added things to this at all. Like he
Yeah.
was straight up pissed off as soon
Yeah,
as he
no
showed
hyperbole.
And
So
this
I
guy
get-
lives in your apartment complex.
Yeah.
I guess
So I get the dime, right? And I'm
Or
I'm
did.
wedging it on the dime. He goes, hang on, goddamn, whoa, whoa, whoa. And I'm like, what? And he's like, what are you doing? He's like, you're gonna hurt yourself. I go, you do the fucking thing. And I hand him the dime, and I'm like, pry it off. And so he gets it, and he does the exact same fucking thing that I
Yeah.
did, like the exact same. He's like, he's acting like me touching the battery is gonna make it explode. And so he gets the dime, he just slits his hand on the battery, wedging it out. He gets the caps off, and like. He's saying there shouldn't be water in the battery. He knows what he's talking about. He's not just an idiot.
Yeah, he's
Like-
legit. Like he
and
was
so
a
he's
mechanic.
like, look in there. Look in there. Like, what? Okay, I'll look. And so I look in there. There's no water in the battery. He's like, there's a fucking problem. I'm not, and he's like, I'm sorry. I'm not just some pissed off Marine that just comes in and does this kind of thing. I'm not just some pissed off Marine. And so I'm like, okay, kind of out of it, but he is a veteran. Okay. And so,
Now-
like, I'm straight up, like, he's standing next to me at the thing. I'm kind of getting next to him. And I'm kind of like, you know?
Sizing him up.
yeah. And so,
Do you think he sits in his apartment all day with
yes,
binoculars?
he's
and
very,
kinda,
very,
I
very lonely
waits
person.
for
Dude,
people
no,
to,
I've got that
mess
part
up.
covered.
Okay,
Just-
he's very lonely. So,
He's just sitting at his window, looking out with binoculars with the trash bag, waiting for somebody
Dude,
to like waiting
like-
for this exact
Yeah,
situation.
Greg,
just-
you-
no,
you're
just-
laughing
just-
about that.
Just wait.
Yeah.
Just wait. So he's like, do you have any distilled water? And I'm like, distilled water? No, but I got like a half a bottle of water. And I bring it out to him. I'm like, can we just use this? Because like I think the battery's dead. Like I
Right.
think the battery's dead. The water, topping off of water, like, sure, we'll give it a shot because I'm not familiar with that. But I'm like, the battery's dead and old. Like there's acid corrosion
coming
on
out,
it. And
yeah.
I'm like, this
Yeah.
fucker's dead.
And after
But-
about a year, it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
something-
yeah, sure, we'll try the water thing. It's fine. And I'm like, does this work? And he's like, read the fucking label.
Jesus.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, what are the ingredients? And I was like, I don't know, fucking water. And so I read it, and there's like, of course, like preservatives in it. And he's like,
Yeah.
and so I'm like, okay. He's like, you need to go to Walmart and get you a gallon of distilled water. And Chelsea's in the car, and Chelsea's just like, like just kind of like
Yeah.
on her phone, trying not to, because Chelsea will be like, fuck off, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'm glad she didn't, because Chelsea is you know,
Confrontational
she's
sometimes.
she's not confrontational.
No?
She just doesn't take shit.
Yeah, she doesn't take shit.
Sounds confrontational.
Sounds. I agree, Parker.
Confrontational.
Chelsea's not confrontational.
Well, so give me the clip notes here.
No,
Okay.
okay. So I go to Walmart and I leave Grayson
Them
here.
together?
Hang on, was this before or after the dog thing?
Okay.
This was before. Okay. So I go around to get in my car. Okay, and I'm standing. I got my hands on the edge of the car. I'm just kind of watching him and Grayson talk because I don't want to leave Grayson with this guy.
Right.
Why do you
Right?
have your hands on the car?
I'm just watching.
Yeah.
because I don't know why, but I was fucking.
He didn't know what to do with his hands.
I don't know. I was fucking ready. I was just watching this guy.
Yeah.
Just watching him. And so what do you do?
Okay, so he looks over at me. He's like, "You got that little dog?"
Oh no. He goes. Grayson moves. They move around from behind the edge, and Grayson standing next to me goes, "God damn, boy, you a big motherfucker."
Yeah. So I was like, "Yeah, I sure am." And he's like, "Aren't you the one with that little dog?" I was like, "I have a dog, yes." He's like, "You got that thing around your wrist too, right?" I was like, "I don't have anything around my wrist."
Talking about?
He's like, "When you walk your dog, you got that thing around your wrist." I was like, "A leash?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Well, yeah, you got that and the little tape thing coming off." I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "You need to pick up after your dog." It's like, "I do pick up after my dog." I was like, "Hence why the bags are on the leash."
Yeah.
He's like, "No, you don't." It's like, "Dude, I pick up after my dog." I was like, "Why are we even getting into this right now?"
And so I'm like, oh, okay. This guy wants to get into an argument.
Yeah.
For no good reason. This
So-
guy. So I'm like ready.
Can I just real quick tell you what I would have done at this situation?
What's that?
At this point, I would have taken his trash over the trash and put it in the trash bin and said, "Sir, you're no longer needed. Have a great day. Your trash is in the trash bin."
It gets to a point.
Okay.
I think you kind of indulged him for a little too long.
I agree. I
Hold
think
on, because the big
we're not
issue with this
okay.
is about to happen.
Okay.
So Sean and Chelsea decide to go to Walmart to get the water, and
I was
I'm
gonna
there
say
with the dude.
I wasn't sure if you left Chelsea there with them.
No. They leave, so I'm standing there, and I'm looking at him. I was like, "How much you been drinking tonight?" And he looked at me. He's like, "What?" I was like, "How much you been drinking today?" He's like, "I mean, I've drank a couple." I was like, "A couple?" It's like, "You fucking reek of liquor right now." He's like, "Well, yeah, I mean, I've had some, yeah." I was like, "So you just stagger out of your house and just come up to me while you're drunk, and that's a smart idea?"
You said
Yes, I'm saying this verbatim. And he was just like looking at me. I was like, "Look," I was like, "I get it." I was like, "You came over here, you thought you're going to help us. You were ex-military, whatever. I don't care." I was like, "You're drunk. And if I was still in law enforcement right now, your ass would be in jail." I was like, "You're publicly intoxicated right now." And he's just kind of like staring at me. And I was like, "I understand that you probably don't talk well to people. I get that. But you walk up on the wrong person like that, they're going to knock you the fuck out." So he's just sitting there. He's like, "Okay, I apologize." He's like, "I know I came off the wrong way." He's like, "Spent 20 years in the military. I was a Marine, came out, and I've got PTSD." He's like, I saw some stuff. I'm not feeling too good today." I was like, "Okay." I was like, "That's fine, but, you're coming at us with the wrong tone." So we're just sitting there talking, and he goes and starts telling me about how he got a job and how he was excited about it. So he started drinking, and I was like, "Okay, all right." And he's calmed down, drastically calmed down. And he's like, "How'd you pick up on me being drunk so fast?" I was like, "Because I was in law enforcement for 6 years." It's like, "It's not hard." I was like, "I could tell by your eyes, they're glazed over." I was like, "You reek of alcohol and you're staggering." I was like, "If I was to push you over, you would just fall right now." He's like, "Okay." So Sean and them are calling me while this is going on. He's like, "I guess they just want me to go away." I was like, "I mean, wouldn't be a bad idea." So Sean and them show back up. They have the water. We put it back in there, and he's still kind of agitated, but not to the point to where it was.
Okay.
Like, it was pretty much like, okay, we're filling up my battery with water.
Yeah,
which
you
is-
talked him down.
And, like, after we did that, he shook our hands. He told us his name. He's like, "All right, I'm going to get out of there. And if you need any help with your battery or anything else, like, from here on out, like, just let me know and I'll come help you." He's like, "Just stop by and say hey to me sometime." It's like, "All right, man. Have a good one."
You gave him your phone number.
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
Fuck no.
Oh.
Why the fuck would I give him my phone number?
Because I heard you guys exchanging phone numbers.
No, you didn't.
Who did he give you his phone number?
No, there was no phone numbers.
I could have sworn he was like, just
God,
give me,
no.
Oh,
Just call me.
I could have sworn he was like, "Give me your phone number, so and whenever you need a jump, you can go and text."
No,
me."
he said, "Come over to my apartment if you need help."
He asked about phone numbers.
I
though.
did not give him my fucking phone
Okay.
number.
He
That
asked about
is-
the phone
like
number.
that makes like why would you think I'd give him my number?
I don't know, but I thought you did.
No,
I don't
God,
fucking know.
no.
I heard there was an asking of phone number exchanges that did not
there
happen.
clearly wasn't.
No.
Yeah.
No,
because
there was
you were on the
never-
outside and he was talking to the guy.
Yeah, I
and
was
he doesn't
talking to
remember.
him. He told me his name was Joe and he lives over there and if I need help to come and
Let me
get
tell you something. The other guy was drunk, so he don't remember, and he don't remember, so it never happened.
Okay. I specifically heard him say, "Give me your phone number. I'll give you a call whenever you get back."
I will tell you right now that never happened.
Okay.
At no point in time was there ever a phone
Chelsea
All right,
number.
literally
continue.
Okay.
Continue.
I'm just saying, Chelsea asked me,
Cool.
why are they exchanging
Cool.
phone numbers?
Why? Why would I? I didn't even
So
have my
Chelsea
phone.
has
Doesn't
out.
matter.
phone number.
Anyways,
Continue.
anyways.
Here.
Getting bogged down.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
So
Wow.
yeah, like all that happened. Ended up, my battery wasn't fixed. It was still messed up.
Okay.
And I was
Even
like,
with the distilled water?
yeah, even with the distilled water.
What?
And whenever I took it to ABC, I was talking to the guy, and he's like, "You put distilled water in your battery?"
What the fuck is
I was
wrong
like,
with you?
"Yeah, why?" And he's like, "Why wouldn't you just get a new battery?" He's like, "This thing's dead. That doesn't do anything." I was like, "Well, my car jumped off the next day." He's like, "Yeah, because you drove it around for a while and it still had a charge, but it was dead."
Yeah.
Well, this veteran came up and he told me with the
And
trash
he was
that
just laughing.
he
He
was
was
drinking
like-
a lot, and then all of a sudden
Yeah.
you put the water in the battery. And
He was just laughing about it. I was like, "Okay."
well, so nobody died?
No.
No.
Sorry.
No punches? I thought you
No.
said it was like going to escalate even further.
Oh, it was escalating.
We honestly
It was
told the
heated.
story a little wrong. The asking about the dog thing was the climax to the story, and we treated it like the denouement instead.
Mm-hmm.
But the dog thing was actually a very palpable situation.
It felt like the fight was going to start there.
I honestly think he realized that we were two big dudes, and he was a little drunk, and he would have got his ass whooped if he kept talking about it.
Would you have fought him?
I would.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I would have.
That's awesome.
Because as soon as I like continued to talk to him the way he was talking to me, he immediately was like, "Okay, this guy will fight me. Let me just calm it down a little bit."
Yeah, I think it's one of those situations where like I don't think it really would have been like a knockout, drag out brawl. I think it would have been like Grayson shoves him over and hits him in the face one time, and then he's too drunk to get up.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think it's that kind of situation.
Or you could have buried him somewhere and he couldn't have got
What's
out.
with the dead body thing?
God.
He does kill dogs all the
He
time.
does kill
Yeah.
dogs.
He's getting the taste.
All right. Well, what a great story. I'm sorry you had to suffer through that. You guys are both brave.
The thing that sucks now is that like I know that he's still in my complex, and he was telling me how he has cameras and stuff in his house. Like legit, he was saying how he like whenever you
I'm
were
sure.
making fun of him about sitting in his house looking through binoculars and stuff, he told me that he would sit in his living room and watch the cameras.
Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah, like the dude is creepy as hell.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, that's nice.
I really like
So,
my
yeah,
apartment complex.
I feel
too.
like if I had been in that situation, it probably would have ended in maybe 3 minutes.
Yeah, he would have stomped your ass.
Maybe.
Knowing,
the
knowing
only-
I
you,
wouldn't have fought him.
knowing
Look,
you and how you talk to people,
the
yeah,
issue
I
with
wouldn't have
that-
fought
he
him.
would have shoved you over in a second.
The issue with that whole thing is, say if I had have fought him, all he would have had to do is just go back to his house. He probably is going to have guns in
Oh,
there.
yeah.
And he would
Yeah.
have came
Oh,
right
yeah.
back, and that would have made the situation 10 times
Yeah.
worse.
yeah.
So
Absolutely.
by trying to de-escalate the situation as much as I can was the best way to take
Yeah.
that.
Way to
Yeah.
go. Good job.
So-
Way to not kick an military man's ass.
I feel like legit, like I do feel bad for him because I can tell that he does have a problem.
Sure.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a
word.
very, very.
Nobody
like,
just
big
walks up on
problem.
you like that and doesn't have a problem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true.
Did you say, did you ask him, did you ask him, we ask in the chat?
What's that?
What? Are you
Are you
okay?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
We should have.
Yeah.
All right. That's awesome. Well, coming up, I want to let everybody know why the Star Wars is the best Star Wars in the history of ever. But right now, I want to let you know this episode is brought to you by our friends at Blue Apron. Thank you very much, Blue Apron.
Listen up. Here's a story about a little cookbook that gets delivered to your mail, and all day and all
That's
night.
not accurate at all.
There's a recipe book in there.
Okay, just start.
that comes
start
with
it.
pre-portioned
Just-
ingredients from
okay,
your friends
look,
at Blue
look,
Apron.
look, just
Okay, so this episode is brought to you by our friends at Blue Apron. They are awesome. They're incredible. We've talked about them many, many times. I'm going to read off my bullet points here because it's very important that we do. Blue Apron delivers farm-fresh ingredients and step-by-step recipes to your door.
Wow.
Blue Apron mission is to make incredible home cooking accessible to everyone, and Blue Apron achieves this by supporting a more sustainable food system, setting the highest standards for ingredients, and building a community of chefs. Okay, here's the thing. We've talked about Blue Apron many times. Actually, no, I'm going to let Parker talk about Blue Apron and his experience.
My experience with Blue Apron is delicious. I only got it once.
That's it.
Because y'all keep taking them from me.
That's
But
right, because they're so good.
they are good. But yeah, comes with pre-portioned ingredients, so you don't have to worry about going to your local grocery and finding things that
It's all
you
delivered
can
right
cook
to
with
you.
them. And every time you read a Blue Apron cookbook, it sounds like something you can't pay for. But that's not true, because they got some fancy meals they send in your way.
Yep, and it's all extremely affordable, which is great.
What they got this week?
Well, this week, there's some really good stuff like cheeseburgers with spicy slaw and seared chicken with tangy barbecue sauce.
slaw.
Man, anytime you put slaw on anything, it sounds fancier though.
I
You
like
know?
Really? I think it sounds more like a barbecue.
I can't get over
Yeah,
it.
you know, it's good
I-
stuff.
I'm a fan.
So it's quick and easy recipe options. It's great. It's chef design recipes and with exciting partnerships like Bob's Burgers and MasterChef. What's up? Yeah, nice. So you can experience the joy of summer by going out and grilling. I am now back to eating meat. There's one thing I did. I went out and grilled a little chicken last night, and man, I got to tell you,
That was good.
it was good. It was really good. So go check out this week's menu and get your first 3 meals free at blueapron.com/tryhard. Once again, that's free 3 free meals at blueapron.com/tryhard to get your first 3 meals for free. It's Blue Apron. It's a better way to cook. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode. They support us, so please support them.
Thank you, Blue Apron.
Yes. Okay.
What's up?
So I went on vacation.
Yeah.
And it was a really, really good vacation. I enjoyed it. It was really nice not having much to worry about and just kind of getting up and going, look at Bullen over there.
Chillaxing,
Bullen
all
just
cool,
staring at me.
shooting some b-ball
Just staring at me. It was nice.
outside the school.
And on my way to Florida, on the plane,
Flow
I
rider.
sat down and I dug into
Sat down.
Star Wars,
The Last Jedi.
The Last Jedi.
We talked about it many times.
I've never seen it. I never understood it. I didn't understand what everyone was so upset about. So I said,
Right.
I'm going to dig in and watch it. And it was awesome. It was the best. I love Star Wars The Last Jedi. I watched it all the way through. Kids had to pee. Honey, take care of them. Right? I'm not dealing with this
You're
shit
invested.
Okay.
I hold on.
Okay.
Let me finish real quick. I am so invested, right, in what is happening in this story. And I'm like, this is awesome. I don't know what I've been missing out on, but I realize it because I haven't cared about Star Wars at all leading up to this point. I was expecting. I told you a couple weeks ago. I watched the first 10 minutes of it, and I was like, whatever. You know, I got past that first 10 minutes and was like, right, the entire time. So I got done. The plane landed. It's a longer movie. The plane landed, and I still have 20 minutes left in it.
What do you do?
This is right when Luke Skywalker shows up in the bunker, and it's like, oh, fuck, right? What is going to happen? So Luke shows up. I'm ready to go. Holy crap. The music picks up. It's like super iconic. He's kissing Leia on the forehead. He's like giving
The
winks
shots
and
are
stuff.
all really epic as it
It's-
goes through the busted
And
doors.
right as he's going out the busted door, it shuts off. So I'm like, ah! So literally, I'm trying to find a way to watch this on my phone as we're waiting for luggage and stuff. And I ended up watching it like 2 days later, right? And I was like, I get done, and I was like, I was like, honey, I love that movie. That movie was excellent. That was so good. I love Star Wars The Last Jedi. It was so good.
Wow.
And the reason why I know it was good because I didn't give a shit about Star Wars, and now I care about Star Wars, which should be the ultimate, it's breaking down barriers for the non-Star Wars fans, but apparently it's putting barriers up
Oh,
for
yeah.
the super hardcore
Yeah.
part.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I wanted to open up this discussion because apparently you and Grayson are really, you hate this film? This
No,
is-
I don't hate the
You
film.
see, that's the thing. Like,
Yeah.
I don't hate it at all.
Okay,
It's
so
like
tell me what is wrong with this film, this masterpiece?
First of all, there's one thing we got to do. We got to know, Craig.
Yes.
You are very famous for not liking stuff that everyone else loves more than anything.
Not really.
Is there a chance that the only reason you really like Last Jedi is because it's so controversial?
Absolutely not. No. I sat down and I watched it, and I had no preconceived notion. Actually, I went into it with a negative mindset. I went into it thinking this is probably going to suck. If everybody hates it, it's probably going to suck. And I told you after the first 10 minutes, I was like, it's a generic movie with space guns and stuff. Like,
There you
and
go.
and that's kind of how I felt about it. I was not excited about it. I watched through it, and once it actually started getting going a little bit, I was like, whoa, this is awesome. I love everything about this. And I'm sorry. Yes. Go.
Okay. So what I'm curious about is why? What do you like about it? What specifically made you feel more invested?
So there was a sense of familiarity with Luke and Leia, right? But there's also this sense of newness, of new characters, right? You have your Rey, you have your whatever. And when I saw Episode 7, right, my thing was like, it's the same movie as before, and I think that's the general thought. It's
Yeah.
a remake of Last Hope, right?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
It is.
It's essentially it's a Last Hope.
A New Hope.
A New Hope.
A New
Yeah,
Hope,
sorry,
yeah.
a new whatever it is.
Yeah.
He gets combined Last Jedi and New Hope.
Yeah.
It's good.
So it's like a remake of the same movie. Same.
Yeah.
It's like almost to a T. That's
Yeah.
the way it felt to me.
Mhm.
This one felt different in that there was really strong characters, right, between Rey and the bad. I don't even know what the bad guy is. The guy with the Kylo Ren, right? And Kylo Ren is kind of, he has this deep voice, which I think is really stupid. I don't know if that's how the guy really talks or not.
He's a bitch.
Yeah.
I don't really get that.
This is the major point of contention between me and Grayson. I've said
Oh,
this on
yeah.
streams before. Okay, Vader.
Mhm.
Vader is truly evil, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What does Vader want? He wants to take over the galaxy. No. At the very end, he wants to be a good father to his son
Sure.
and save his son's life.
But this one, you see Kylo Ren struggle the entire time. Like he clearly struggles. Like, his backstory. I love the fact that Luke has Luke has his story. Kylo Ren has his story on how the whole camp went down, and it's probably somewhere in between, right? Like, I like that. I think that's cool, and it tells both sides of the story.
So Vader's redempted at the end, right? Because he's like
redeemed, yes.
redeemed.
Redeemer.
Yeah, because he's actually a good person.
Yes.
His soul comes through. In Last Jedi, what makes Kylo Ren more evil than Vader, and definitively the most badass, most evil person in all of Star Wars.
He kills off the most badass motherfucker.
He kills the
going on.
Emperor.
Yeah.
He kills the Emperor, and then doesn't say, "Hey." Does he say, "Hey Rey, let's go off and save the galaxy together"? No, he says, "Hey Rey, fuck the baddest bitch Snoke."
No.
And he says, "Let's run the shit together. We can take the shit."
Not
over."
only that, he doesn't. He says, "Fuck the Empire, fuck the Jedi's, fuck everybody. Let's start this shit over."
Yeah.
Like you and I are gonna run this shit, and I thought that was awesome.
Like, that is not up for debate. That is what happens in the movie. That is not a debatable thing.
That doesn't make him a
Well,
badass.
Well,
though.
continue
yes, it does.
on.
He says, "Fuck I will ruin everybody.
That just
We'll
makes him
ruin it
an edgy
together.
team.
We're the most fucking. We're the most powerful people in this fucking galaxy. Let's destroy it together. Start over, and we'll rule this shit."
Yes. By definition, they are. Kylo Ren is the most evil person in all of Star Wars film lore. Like, period.
No.
He's just a little conflicted.
No,
like
no way.
But he has
The original Emperor is way
Yeah,
more
Palpatine's
evil.
way
Palpatine's
fucking
way more
sinister.
evil.
I'd say
than
he
fucking
looks
Kylo.
way more evil than Kylo Ren.
Yeah, sure.
The-
Yeah.
the
Kylo
Kylo
Emperor
Ren's a
does.
pretty
Like, the
poor-
Emperor is the most evil person in Star Wars films.
Well,
Yeah.
Easily.
I think so too.
Yeah,
but whatever.
easily.
Like,
He's in the fucking hole. He's
Well,
dead.
It doesn't even matter, right?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He's
It
dead.
doesn't matter. That was however many light years it was
He's
from
gone.
the galaxy long and whatever.
He's dead.
I mean,
But
technically, if you go by how Star Wars does it, they're never really dead,
Yeah.
even though they pass
Yeah,
on.
Okay,
or
so
if they're
I
like Darth
mean-
Maul that come back
okay,
with robot legs.
yeah.
I want to know what y'all's major points of contention are with this film, because I don't understand why everybody like the one thing that I hear over and over again is like, Rose hit the guy when he was gonna commit suicide to end everything, and how did they get in the bunker? Who the fuck cares? It's a movie. Like, who the fuck cares? Like, suspend reality. This is not real.
What about the 45-minute casino scene that goes
That
fucking
helped
nowhere?
That helped nobody.
Like,
It goes
my-
absolutely nowhere.
This is my favorite thing and the easiest to contend in the argument. What does the casino do? It tells you where Empire gets all of its money.
Yes.
Nobody cared.
What?
That's
what?
like
Nobody fucking
that's like
cares.
the most important
Okay.
thing to the Empire.
And what Star Wars fans like. I guess what happened was Star Wars fans must have walked out because they don't see at the end of the movie the kids on that planet saw what happened are now Force wielders are incited to be the new generation
And are
of-
inspired.
Get
like
it.
there are literally no rebels left. The Empire has won at the end of Last Jedi, just like they did at the end of Empire. The Empire won. There's like 20 good guys left on the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
What do you think that casino planet is? It's literally the birthplace of the new, younger generation
I
of
would
Star Wars
I would
rebels.
bet most of the next movie is probably going to take place there. With
No, it won't.
Probably
J.J.
The
Abrams
next
Abrams
movie's
took
going to be
over.
20 years later.
No.
Like, Kylo Ren will be a
Like-
master. I'm sure Rey will be a master. But,
Kylo will turn good.
okay.
Guarantee you, Kylo
Yeah,
turns
probably.
good.
who
Guaranteed.
cares though? Like,
Well,
can't-
that
like,
was
can't
that
you
was
just
actually a
enjoy
big
the
argument
ride?
I don't-
between
like-
he and I. He
Wait,
doesn't
how's
think it's gonna happen.
Kylo going to turn good?
I guarantee you he'll turn good.
He'll
Okay.
he'll
Yeah, he
feel
will.
Luke or something. I don't
Like,
know. It doesn't matter. But
guarantee
like,
it.
Okay.
I guess
Look,
what
the
else is
the
there?
Last
What
Jedi is like watching porn and right as you're about to come, it switches to the shot of the guy.
Why?
And you're like,
How?
it's still porn.
What did it?
No. It's because it's so, like, obviously the directing was so different that for people it turned. It wasn't what everyone was expecting exactly in their minds.
Yeah, the
And
Star
they were
Wars
like,
fan,
what?
the Star Wars fan base bitched and
Yeah.
cried because 7 was too much like the new ones, and so they made something that wasn't like the other Star Wars movies, and everybody got upset.
Here's the funny thing about like whenever I finished the movie is like I got done with it and I walked out and I was like, that's it. That's exactly what I said.
Yeah.
I did not start a fucking argument with anybody.
I didn't hate the
I
movie.
legit
It
did
was
not
just-
start an argument with anybody, Sean, and you have to admit that.
I'm not.
I said as
I
soon
never
as I
said
was
you
done,
started an
Yeah, it
argument.
was
I
just
walked
okay.
out and I was like, and as
I-
soon as I said that, immediately I'm public enemy number one.
No,
I-
I
but-
didn't
well,
say that. You
let me
said
just-
Kylo Ren is a bitch.
I didn't say you, Sean.
Let me just ask
Like,
this:
that's the
why
thing.
is there such an uproar about like
I
the
don't-
idea of remaking it, or this
I
is
don't
this is
care.
not
Because
part?
they're
No,
whiny.
I'm just
Yeah.
asking, just in
Yeah,
general.
like
their
because Star Wars fans think that they're entitled to the actual franchise. That's the issue.
Because it's a franchise that's 40 years, 50 years old.
Yeah.
More so.
Started in 1970. I've said this exact thing on Triad.
Yes.
People have known exactly what to expect from Star Wars since 1977. They saw the first 3 movies. In the first 3 movies, you know everything that's going to happen in
Yeah.
the prequels. That's why there wasn't an uproar over the prequels. One,
Well,
because we didn't have social
2
media.
did.
2, because everyone knew the entire story arc. They knew that Anakin was
Yeah.
going to be Vader at the end.
Yeah.
Now, with social media, this is the first time Star Wars fans have no clue what's going to happen because the stories are new.
And I love that. So
Yeah.
like think about every single Star Wars film after the first 3. You've known what was going to happen.
Yeah.
You knew what was going to happen in Rogue One. You knew what was going to like.
I love
in,
Rogue
in,
One.
In
Yeah.
what
Love
the,
Rogue
with
One.
the episode 7, whatever it is, like it's
Oh, yeah.
they had to bring it back to
Yeah.
bring the Star Wars after a 10, 15-year break from episode 3 or whatever.
Yeah.
They had to bring it back. Say, look, we hear you. This is the first time in the entire series since the first 3 that they've done something totally different, and that is why I'm interested in it.
yeah. And
Like-
that's why the fans hate it.
Look, I didn't hate the movie as a whole. There's just a lot of small parts in the movie.
I think the
that
fight
didn't
in the
like.
freaking in the actual Emperor's palace, like whenever
The
Kylo,
Praetorian fight was
that's
fucking
the
Red
sweet.
dudes.
That's probably
Yeah.
the best fight of any Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
There's a
hands
cool
down.
there's a cool edit where there's a dude that has 2 blades. I saw this on Reddit. This guy has 2 blades, right? And he grabs Rey with one, and he clearly could have stabbed her with the second one.
Yeah.
In the choreography, it's just a mess up. And when his hand goes behind her back, the editor just erases the knife from his hand, so you
really?
don't notice it.
That's pretty dope.
It took like a year for them to notice it.
Really?
It's just the choreography is just a little off to where he could have just like, so he just grabs her like this, and then his hand's empty on the other one, so he just
Nice.
grabs her. It's
Nice.
really cool.
But yeah, like, okay, so
They should have caught that. They should have caught that
Look,
shit.
yeah.
I
Movie
didn't
sucks.
like how the movie takes place over a slow ass fucking like race through space
But it's
versus like 4 fucking like fleet-sized ships against
But
this one escape ship.
Whenever she fucking tackles through with her ship, though.
Oh yeah, see that was
Dope.
fucking sweet.
The only problem the
Dope.
only legit problem I have with the movie is like she should have just told Poe like, "Hey, don't freak out. I'm
I have a fucking plan.
Yeah.
Tell him that. She didn't
Yeah.
tell him the plan. They're like, well,
Yeah.
we're fucked. We gotta go.
Yeah.
Like,
she
yeah.
didn't trust Poe.
Also, I hate that bitch. I wish it was Admiral Akbar. He was just on the ship.
Yeah,
and
they
they
just
killed
fucking
him.
threw him out.
They fucking killed him for no reason.
Like Akbar, they're like, it's cool.
yeah,
This is
we'll just let
Akbar.
him die in space.
Do you like?
like what?
It is a reset. Like this is a like they.
Yeah. They
like-
killed Han so you guys would let the fuck go.
Yeah.
Like get over it. Han is gone.
I
You
didn't
know
care
that's
about
that's
Han.
what they did.
Yeah.
I
Han
mean,
was old and grumpy anyways. He
the-
didn't want to be
what
in
they're
those movies.
trying to do is just kill everybody off. So it's a hard like they're trying
But
to kill
reset
everybody
for
off.
one more movie.
No. Are you kidding me? You think
kidding
they're gonna
me?
For
stop
one
at
more-
9?
Like, I
They're-
think they're gonna
they're-
do 9, and
well,
then they're gonna do a bunch of different.
What's
like,
his name? Is
expanded
it Brian
stories.
Johnson? He's already working on the script for
Brian
the next
Johnson.
3.
Dude,
Brian
of
Johnson.
course. There's gonna be Star Wars is gonna go on forever. They're
You're
not
gonna
gonna
see
stop
Rey for
it
the
now.
next 30 years.
You don't buy. Yeah,
I bet
exactly.
you,
You're
I
right.
bet you almost anything she drops out.
Uh-huh.
If I was her, I'd drop out.
Why?
With the amount of hatred that she gets and everything.
What's
I'd
wrong with
fucking drop
Rey?
out.
Oh, just she's
No,
a woman in a lead role.
I'm not saying anything is wrong with Rey. I'm saying that people hate on her.
Yeah, because she's a woman
why?
in a lead role.
Because-
that
Can't be
Star
it.
Wars
Don't-
fans
don't-
are
don't-
fucking
that
don't
is
idiots.
simplify
100%
Yeah,
it.
that's it.
Like-
That is 100%
Well,
it.
because
She's not Anakin Skywalker.
that can't be. That can't be that petty of a.
Yes,
Fuck
it is.
yeah, it is.
She's not
Yeah.
Luke
Yeah,
Skywalker.
like,
because
100%.
Rey is a female.
Yes.
People hate.
They hated Finn.
Who's the?
What's wrong? Why
Is
would they
she
hate
Korean?
Finn?
a black stormtrooper.
'Cause he's black?
Yes.
Yes.
Who's the? Yeah, you can't have a black.
That was-
stormtrooper.
Hold on. Listen.
Okay.
Listen.
Yes.
Let's have a little time together. Listen, Star Wars fans. I need you to come close to the. No, that's fine. it's not real. Star Wars is a story. Okay? The idea of you not liking somebody because they're a woman or black or it doesn't fit your creed or your thought of what it should be is the dumbest fucking thing in the world. You need to get over your fucking tiny dicks and your warm mama blankets that she covers you up in whenever you're cold and realize that you need to grow some balls, be a fucking man or woman, and get the fuck over it, you fucking pansies. This has been Craig's moment with Star Wars fans.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, like I thought you had heard about that because they flipped shit in the trailer whenever Finn first takes off his stormtrooper helmet. They lost it whenever they saw that, and I was like, why the fuck does it matter? And Finn's like the best character of the freaking episode 7.
Yeah.
Like he's my favorite one in that movie.
Yeah, I don't know. That's stupid as shit. Thank you, Bolin, for that. I don't get it. I don't like if that.
Finn's friend, the one that's at the casino with him.
I fucking hate Rose.
Yeah,
like,
everyone hates Rose.
Yeah.
Why?
Because she's annoying. She comes out of nowhere. She ruins his
She
plan.
comes out of nowhere. You mean she's a?
She's a mechanic on the
She's
show.
a mechanic in the
Yeah.
ship.
She's like, what do you mean out of nowhere?
Her sister was a bigger hero than she was.
like, what?
I forgot about the opening of that movie.
Yeah,
I don't
her
understand-
sister sacrificed herself to launch that huge
Like
bomb
out of
brigade on
nowhere?
the
You
thing.
mean she was a new character in the movie?
Yeah, like
But like, she, okay,
Han
Finn's
Solo
trying,
came out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
Like he shoots Greedo on the table. What a badass! There he is. He just got introduced. Like
Rose isn't a badass.
I don't know.
why is Rose not a
Because
badass?
she doesn't do anything but ruin Finn's plan.
to commit suicide.
It would have worked.
You know what else worked?
Not that.
Luke showing up.
Yeah, Luke showing up.
Yeah.
How did you feel about Luke? To me, Luke fucking kind of
Luke
right at
fighting?
the end is awesome.
Yeah.
The whole, if we ever do a top 10 fuck yous.
I'm glad we got to this moment.
What's up? What's up?
Do you remember that video I found the other day?
Oh yeah,
about-
yeah.
Yeah.
Grayson found a choreography.
Jeffrey, yeah, Big Jeffrey Smoke sent me this message on Discord, and the choreography with the last fight with Luke is the exact same as it is at the ending of Escape from L.A. with Kurt Russell.
Really?
Like, it's
Yeah.
almost like shot for shot.
I can't.
And
Kurt
it's fucking
Russell
dope.
uses a hologram.
Yeah, it's so fucking cool. Like
Yeah.
actually, after I saw that, I was like, that's fucking dope.
That make you appreciate it more?
Kind of did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Because
so-
I want to know the person that was sitting there like, I love Escape from L.A.
yeah. Ryan Johnson. And Escape from LA is kind of a shitty movie.
Oh, it's an awful movie.
Yeah, it'd be such a weird thing. What do you think's a bigger fuck you? Vader telling Luke he's his dad and then Luke just bailing? Or Luke tricking Kylo Ren into letting everybody escape?
Oh, I thought you meant like in the movie or to the fans.
Not to the fans, but
Oh,
in the
okay.
movie.
In the movie? Oh yeah, totally. Fucking Luke just being like, "Ha ha, you never get this."
The,
He just basically
whole,
kills
like,
himself so he can't get
that
it.
thing.
Oh, yeah.
I did feel like Luke was. I guess there was some stuff like, what's his name? The guy who plays Luke is like, yeah,
Mark
that's
Hamill.
not what Luke would have done.
Yeah,
you know,
he wasn't too happy with it, but I think he's come to terms with it since because I almost guarantee you because, like, in the movie, Luke talks to Yoda. Yoda's dead, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Luke's gonna be back in the next
Yeah, he's
one.
gonna
He's gonna be
be
talking
back.
to Rey the whole
Yeah,
time.
it's been
Which-
confirmed.
That was another part of the movie I really enjoyed is the scene between Yoda and Luke.
Yeah, that was great.
I love that
That's
scene.
the burn.
Yeah. Whenever he's like, but the tomes, and he just
Yeah. Now the one thing I was confused about is they burn the books, but you do see them at the end. You do see them at the very end.
Yeah,
of the
Leia smuggled him on the ship or something.
Yeah.
Ow.
I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't really understand that either, but
I don't even remember that.
yeah, it was there. I saw it like 3 days ago.
Yeah, I mean, I
So-
trust,
You
I
know
trust
what-
you.
So-
You know what people fucking hated was Luke throwing his lightsaber over
Oh
his
yeah,
shoulder.
that was a huge
Why?
fucking
I
thing.
laughed
that
in the
got him
theaters.
pissed.
Why?
I laughed whenever it happened.
Yeah,
Like,
me too.
Why? Because
He's
Luke
like,
would-
that's everything you stood for.
Yeah,
like
the fans would say
Yeah.
Luke would never do that. It's the
Yeah.
entitlement.
I just laughed.
Yeah, it's
But-
It was
funny.
why would
it was
not-
funny when he drank the milk from the
Yeah,
alien. That was
Luke's
fucking
just
hilarious.
he's just Nuke. Luke's just a crazy old hermit that
Yeah.
drinks alien milk.
Alien tip milk.
yeah, I mean, you're like he's been secluded for 20, 25 years.
Yeah.
Whatever
Why has he
it
been
is.
secluded? Because he hates everything that has gone down. Why
He's a-
would he want the lightsaber that ruined his life?
He's an
Exactly.
See
old
you
man.
later.
That's why he's just an old grumpy man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
It's-
Just
it's-
like Yoda in
yeah,
Empire.
exactly. Like it's really
Yoda
funny
wasn't
because
grumpy. He was sweet.
like I really like if I was to grade it out of 10, I'd give it like a 6. I mean, I'm not saying oh fuck you, but
9.5.
Did you see
that's
Solo
fine.
since then?
No.
I saw
man.
Solo.
It was fucking.
Apparently, Solo
garbage
bombed.
movie.
It's Solo is exactly what I expected it to be.
Yeah.
A heist film.
I think Solo
Yeah.
bombed for a Star Wars movie.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, it did.
Did it?
Well, yeah,
It
it
did
was.
pretty
It was
bad.
off by like 80 mil.
Yeah, their
Oh,
projections
they
were
lost?
just off,
Yeah.
Oh, did it lose money?
Bad.
It lost
I
money?
think so.
Bad.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure they'll be okay because they made $47 trillion from the
And a theme
previous
park.
Yeah.
the Star Wars theme park. What?
Yeah, in Disney.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's coming
gonna-
next year.
Yeah,
for
that's
sure,
gonna
for sure.
build a ton.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like whenever it all comes down to it, like I enjoy Star Wars, but
Is the next one coming out next year?
yeah,
Yeah.
The
I
ninth
think
one?
2019.
I have the feeling that like with the tomes and stuff, I think mostly because Leia's, gone. and
No.
they're-
No,
I know.
no, no.
I know they're bringing Carrie Fisher back.
It's confirmed that she will play a big part in the movie. And they shot enough stuff with her in the
Yeah,
previous film that wasn't
It's
used.
to be used. I really have the feeling this next film is going to be many years later when Kylo's a master and Rey is a master and Leia has passed away.
they just need to start at like a funeral for Leia.
Yeah.
Like that's where it needs to kick off, and Kylo needs to just ruin it. You know what? I'm gonna stop saying that because that makes it sound like I'm trying to write the script, and I don't want to sound that way.
That'd
when
be
it's
cool
like-
though.
when it's
If
not,
they
you're
got a
like-
coffin
Yeah.
for Leia.
If you
Kylo
want-
pops out
yeah.
with dual Uzis.
Well, no, it's just
Dual
like
laser Uzis.
imagine like the movie starts off and they're all there and it's this really emotional scene. Here comes fucking Kylo in a fucking Star Destroyer just blowing the shit up. Just get back here, Ray.
Hey, did you like when Poe slid into the trench on the Salt Planet when he runs away?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
a slide.
It was okay. It was a fine slide.
Oh, it was a good
This is
slide.
a good slide.
I did like the red and white motif of that.
Yeah,
it
that
was
was cool.
really
And the
really
crystal
cool.
foxes.
If you watch it again, Luke doesn't make footprints
Oh really?
in the salt. Yeah.
Well, that
That's
would make
cool.
sense why he's a hologram or whatever.
Yeah.
I
the
think
fourth projection.
were people like upset that he was that he died?
No.
I think it
Okay,
was
it's-
half
I
and
don't think
half.
so.
It was
I mean,
half
you
and
would.
half.
Oh, you mean it was half and half? Like half and half
Yeah.
hate the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. I
Yeah.
mean, those are some of the
Yeah.
key moments. Like a lot of people are pissed off that Luke teleported all the way there with just a hologram and just disappears at the end.
Yeah, and save the entire revolution.
So
But like, I just don't understand the idea of being so upset about these characters not being in the story anymore when the real life actors are probably going to die soon. Some of them already have,
Yeah.
right?
oh man,
like,
especially the guy that's playing Chewie.
Oh, Peter
no, no, no,
Mayhew.
no,
Yeah.
no, they got
Peter
they got a
Mayhew-
new
that's
guy.
a different guy now.
Yeah,
They
they
got
got
a
a
new
new
guy.
guy.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
okay,
a-
so
he's
it's
a
not
young
him
guy.
anymore. I didn't know.
Yeah.
But like Carrie Fisher's dead. Fucking Billy D. Williams is coming back in
Hell
in,
yeah,
in the
he
next
is.
one. He's 75 years old.
Yeah.
Man, Billy
Like-
D.
Like
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
You
like
see, look at that
That
smile,
was
though.
that was the one
What?
good part about Solo. Donald Glover. You didn't like him?
What?
Holy shit!
I didn't-
You
I
were
didn't
giving
say
me a
that.
very stern.
Oh no,
face on Solo.
I just zoned out. For a
Okay,
second.
okay, but yeah, Donald Glover played a fucking.
Oh, yeah, he was good.
Great.
Mhm.
He was really
yeah.
funny. Like he pretty much how I picture a young Lando. That's
Mhm.
exactly how he was.
Yeah.
The dude that played Solo though was really weird. Like it just didn't feel
Like-
right.
It was okay.
you're not Harrison Ford.
Pretty much, like honestly, like whenever you see or think about Solo, you automatically think Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
And then whenever you're there, like I'm not trying to say that the guy did a bad job because he did what he could, but
Yeah.
when you think of Han Solo, you think of Harrison
Yeah.
Ford.
He
And
was,
that's
he was a little less of an asshole than Harrison Ford is.
yeah.
Enough Star Wars. Sorry. All right. I thought it was interesting. I love the film.
I mean, it is interesting.
You know, like I got done. When you tell people talk about specifics of movies, I very rarely remember them.
Mhm.
Right? I just remember how I feel after watching the movie, and I felt really good after watching that movie.
That's good.
It was funny because whenever you texted Sean and you said that, like he read it out loud to me, and I
Yeah.
was like, "Well, but damn!" And then he was like, "Craig would like that movie considering Luke throws a lightsaber over his shoulder."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I that part didn't even like dawn on me that people would get upset about that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It just made sense. Like what you see him go through, whatever.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah. I get you.
what else? Didn't you say you had a lot to talk about this week?
MI6,
Oh,
MI6.
Mission
Did
Impossible.
you like
Ah,
Mission
yeah.
Impossible?
I did.
Oh man, it was so awesome sitting by Craig during that movie.
Oh yeah.
Just some of the stuff he would say. I still don't understand that one scene that I brought up whenever they're in the car
Uh huh.
and they have the guy sitting passenger. Like, why wouldn't you put him?
They
in
put.
the
I
Oh,
think
back
they put him
seat?
passenger seat because they had to have a clear line of sight to shoot.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
exactly.
script.
Exactly.
Because like
Yeah.
I was just looking at that, I was like, man, that doesn't make any sense.
Well, how about this? We saw it. Let's just give a quick one-paragraph review of Mission Impossible Fallout. Go ahead, Grayson. Go.
It's the fucking best. Done.
The fucking best what?
It's the best Mission Impossible movie of the series.
Hmm.
It has the best villain and it has the best stunts, and it is just nonstop action. It's my favorite.
Bowling.
Great rhythm, where all the action is telling the story.
Mm-hmm.
It's got story beat, action scene, story beat, action scene, story beat, and it's got a great third act
There you go.
that actually lives up to the rest of the movie.
Rating?
10 out of 10.
All right.
Wow.
As somebody who's never seen it, and as somebody who
Has never seen A Mission Impossible.
yeah, I've seen like snippets of it.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's easy to follow for the most part. It lays it out if you have never seen a Mission Impossible. I didn't need to watch anything. I didn't watch that. But thank you for sending it to me. But it was a super fun watch.
Mm-hmm.
I like movies with explosions and stunts,
And
I got explosions and stunts. And even though Tom Cruise is one crazy motherfucker with his crazy thoughts and all that stuff, like you know what, I don't think Tom Cruise would be doing what he did if he didn't believe all the crazy shit he believed.
It's true.
You know, like if he didn't believe like Crazy Zen Spaceman was gonna save him, he wouldn't be jumping off buildings and jumping out of planes.
Valid point.
So,
You know, I think
Valid
it's.
point.
I'm just saying.
What would your number score be?
9.
Oh, wow.
After it was over, like I looked directly at Craig, and he's like, "It was good."
Cool.
Yeah. It was
All right,
enjoyable.
yeah.
I did not see it, and I have no intention
Man.
of seeing it.
Not enough
What?
green screen cape actors on it.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, Parker.
Because
Like,
well,
it
I
is
told
solid.
you off camera.
Parker
about-
grew up in an age where
You have
Bourne was prevalent. They were rebooting 007. So Parker,
You have Mission Impossible already. Like,
yeah, Parker
it's
was
so
young.
fucking saturated, and because that's my dad's favorite movies too.
Uh-huh.
So I had always been watching like movies.
They're probably like
that.
westerns.
What?
Because when I grew up, like there was so many westerns coming out.
Right.
That's all my dad watched
Yeah.
was westerns. And I'm
Yeah.
like, they're just fucking
Basically,
westerns.
yeah. My dad's favorite movies are all like.
I think if you
Action
gave this one a
movies.
shot, though, you'd enjoy it.
But like,
I really do.
I really like. I'm annoyed by actors like The Rock and Jason Statham, and fucking like all these people they're cool. I get it, but it's just like a testosterone fest.
Hold on.
Which I'm like, all right.
But Henry Cavill's in this.
I know. That's the
And
only.
he
That's
is
the
I
one reason.
fucking
I appreciate
awesome.
the word saturated.
Yeah.
Where we have 9 superhero movies coming out this year.
Oh
Like-
yeah, no,
I appreciate
understand.
that.
But I also know what I'm about. I know what I like.
Like
so,
Venom's not going to be a testosterone
God.
fest.
probably.
He's literally squirting testosterone out of his body, and then it wraps in him and becomes an alien.
Yeah.
I actually shut off the new Venom trailer.
What?
I haven't watched it yet, and I'm not
And
gonna
I-
do it
Oh, man.
until tonight
It
during
looks
during
like
my stream.
dog.
I
shit.
feel kind of bad because like the first trailer I watched, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm down with this. And then I started watching the new one. I was like, I'm just gonna shut this off. I'm just gonna go see it. I'm just gonna go see it, so I don't put a bad opinion on it.
Yeah.
I just want to see it in theaters.
So this is one of the things I've been kind of like keeping track of things for this talk show I'm gonna be doing tonight. And it's one of the things I'm gonna do is do like a live reaction to that.
Yeah,
So,
I mean that's not
'cause-
bad.
Yeah,
Because I
I've
saw the
seen it
first
yet.
one.
Yeah, that'd be good.
So.
I think there's a new Slender Man trailer too, which I'm fucking excited for that movie.
By the
Really?
way, that new trailer looks. The first one was like horse shit. This one's this one's the dog shit. Like it's
Okay,
moved up.
Okay.
It's moved
upgraded.
up. It's moved up.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Me
Because
like.
you didn't grow up with Slender Man. You were like in fucking college by the time that
Okay,
game came out.
okay, first off, let me tell you something.
The water's down.
tell you,
The
boy.
water's
Let me
down,
tell you something.
everybody.
Don't sit here and talk to me about how I'm not.
You're
I
too
didn't
old for
grow up.
Slenderman.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
Dude, anything horror related, I get into.
All right.
I was.
But
I
wouldn't you
was there.
say that horror has a bigger impression on you if you're younger? Because
I
you're
don't know.
actually terrified of it, and you remember those memories.
It was like half and half with me on being terrified.
Okay.
I don't know. It's weird.
Because for me, like the bigger things were always when I watched like when I was like from 6 to 10, 6 to 12. Like I watched the It series when I was a kid, and that fucking terrified me. All right. I had Slenderman in middle school.
Okay.
I had Silent Hill when I was like 5 and 6.
Okay.
Yeah, like I remember scary
So,
games and
hold
stuff
on.
at a
Like,
younger age.
Did you really just pour that on yourself? Are you trying to make yourself sweat? That would have been great if you would have like got out and you would cut to him and he would just have water pouring down his face like sweat. But
Continue, guys.
like,
That was an epic cutoff,
you know
dude.
how
I'll tell
like,
you
the
what.
Slenderman was created and everything, right?
Yeah, through internet. Like,
Yeah,
theory
on something
became
awful and
reality.
everything like
yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah.
Like I was looking into all that,
And
and
the
I got
Marble
the
Hornet stuff.
yeah, which are actually really creepy.
Mhm,
Like the
yeah.
Marble Hornet stuff is really creepy. Which I was hoping that's what the Slender Man movie was going to be
Right.
like, more of like an investigation type thing instead of what it is now.
I don't even know what it's supposed to be.
It's did you
Probably a
watch the new
horror
trailer?
movie, Parker.
Thank you. But I don't know like what kind of story they're trying to tell.
The new
with it.
trailer is about a girl goes missing, and then 3 of her friends are trying to find out what's going on, and they uncover the story of Slender
So like
Man.
every horror movie
Exactly.
ever. Got it.
Pretty much.
Well, not every one of them.
Yeah,
Craig.
watch it.
Okay, now you look. You can talk shit about Star Wars all you
get
want
used to
to.
that business.
You step into the horror realm and you start making fun of it. Then we got problems.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because not every
You missed
horror
your cue.
movie is exactly alike.
Yeah.
But
So yeah, I don't know.
it just looks.
It had a bigger impression on me than
When you were like
people-
8? Yeah, I'm
yeah,
sure
I
it
was,
did.
I was like 11, 12 maybe when that game came out.
You don't know about Slender Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were because that came
was
out like
like-
2 years before.
Kind of like 2011. maybe,
Yeah.
I think 2006 is whenever the myth first came out about Slender Man, and then we said the game came out in 2012, right?
Yeah, something like
2011,
that.
2012.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited for it.
I mean, it could be good. I mean, I've seen trailers that have been dog shit and been
Yeah.
an awesome movie.
Yeah. So
All right.
I don't know.
Well, what a fun, eventful show that was. I'm sure we 3 main topics, and we just talked for a long time on each of them. I liked it. That was
Now
good.
it's over.
Yeah, that's good. If you are down at RTX this weekend, we hope we have an opportunity to hang out with you guys. So we are there right now. So hopefully we get a chance. And if you're watching this early in the day on Saturday, make sure you come by to our panel. It's at 5 o'clock.
Yep.
So, but if you're watching this, we've already done our autograph session.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry.
so yeah, hopefully Let's Play Live goes well.
Can I just say autograph session is fucking stupid?
I
for us.
agree. I agree.
It's so fucking dumb.
What? I mean, we're going to be doing that all day Friday.
I know.
anyway.
Really, the idea behind it is that you have a centralized place where you can 100% get
Exactly.
it.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
and
yeah.
like, but like for us,
If you see
We're
us,
gonna be on the floor the entire
I mean,
show.
technically, you, Sean, and myself are just gigantic flares out there to where people can find us.
yeah,
I mean, I'm going to be towering among most people, so wherever I am.
we are definitely the biggest group at Rooster Teeth, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By far the tallest. and
Oh,
biggest.
size-wise,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
How tall is James Willems?
Probably
6'1",
6'2".
6'2".
I was going to say 6'1", 6'2". Yeah, that's what he looks like.
For sure. All right, guys, have a great week. We'll see you guys next time. Try Hard episode 93 is done.
Yay.
And watch us on Try Harder to see candy stuff.
Oh, we can do that?
Oh, let's eat some
Vietnamese
candy.
candy.
on
Oh,
Try Hard.
yeah.
So you
good
guys can do that.
idea.
I won't. Bye.
Okay,
That's a
why
good
not?
idea.
I'll tell you on Try Harder.
He's on a super diet. Become a